Matthew Harvey here, author of The Ministry Chronicles and The Time for Swords and Wolf of Wessex, and today I thought I would show you the box that's just arrived. I've already done the actual opening of the box because I know what it's like. You end up watching for 5 minutes while someone tries to open a box, but inside this box there's a piece of paper telling you what there's in there, and there are several copies of A Day of Reckoning, the third book in the A Time for Swords series. This one features Hunlaf and his cohort of friends travelling south down to Al-Andalus, Islamic Iberia, in the very late 8th century, so the very beginning of the Viking Age. Harvey is a master of the Dark Age thriller, says Theodore Brunn on the cover, so thank you very much, Theo. A distant land, a deadly foe, a devastating force. It's looking good. Inside we have the usual fantastic map. I say it's fantastic, and it is. The same guy called Jeff, I can't remember his surname. Anyway, Jeff does these maps and it looks amazing. Full colour map, front and back, in the back as well. Got some quotes on the back here from some great authors, and I'm very pleased, and not just authors but some publications as well. Very, very proud and pleased and appreciative of those quotes, so thank you very much to Anthony Riches, Christian Cameron, the Historical Novel Society, Jamal Evans, Grimdark Magazine and Paul Fraser Collard, all wonderful people and societies and magazines and establishments, whatever. Brings the period to savage, bloody life, masterful, says Anthony Riches. Brilliant characterization, excellent, says Christian Cameron. And who can refute Christian Cameron? Nothing less than superb, Historical Novel Society. The rightful heir to Gemmel's crown, says Jamal Evans. Harvey is an author on the rise, Grimdark Magazine, and sweeps the reader into a dark and dangerous world, says Paul Fraser Collard. All of these are reviews for some of my works, so very nice, and thank you to them. The blurb for this book, which I will now read from the inner leaf in here. AD 796, Al-Andalus. Sailing in search of an object of great power, Hunlaf and his comrades are far from home when they are caught up in a violent skirmish against pirates. After the bloody onslaught, an encounter with ships from Islamic Spain soon sees them escorted under guard to the city of Cadiz, one of the jewels of the Emirate of Al-Andalus and the true destination of their voyage. Hunlaf believes the Emir's lands hold the key to his search, but there are dangerous games at play. To achieve his goal, Hunlaf and his allies must walk a difficult path where friends and enemies alike are not always what they seem, and where a weapon deadlier than any yet seen could change the future of all the kingdoms in Europe. So hopefully that sounds interesting enough and you want to read it. If you've read the first couple of books in the series, this carries on a few months after the end of A Night of Flames, and so you'll probably have some inkling of how the story is progressing. If not, it would work as a standalone, but probably better if you've read A Time for Swords and A Night of Flames first, as the characters are defined in those earlier books. But hope you're interested enough to go off and buy it. If you would like a signed copy, there are signed copies on sale from my very own webpage, matthewharvey.com. So you can get in there and order one right now, and I've got some copies, as you can see, so I can send it to you. I can sign it and get it in the post straight away. You can also order any of my other books there as well, signed copies, if you would like. It's available for pre-order now. The audiobook is in the can, I think, and should be out maybe not exactly on the same day as release of this, but within a couple of weeks. I've done an exclusive Q&A with Barnaby Edwards on the audiobook as well, and I've read the acknowledgements and historical note at the end of this book. So all in all, everything's ready to go. It comes out in the UK and worldwide on ebook on the 28th of September 2023. The hardback is out at the same time in the UK, and the audiobook should follow very shortly soon after, and that will be available worldwide too. The paperback is early next year, and the hardback, I think in America and maybe other locations, is available in a few months' time as well. But if you want to get your hands on a copy, you can do so directly from me, as I said. Just trying to think if there's anything else to say. I'm a bit jet lagged because I just got home yesterday from a 2-week trip to the States, and we did lots of traveling, lots of eating and lots of drinking. If you've been looking at my Instagram feed or my Facebook feed, you'll have seen that there was a lot of food and a lot of booze consumed. Did lots of research as well, and went to some amazing places around the Pacific Northwest coast of America, and that's all research for the next book that I've just written. I've already sort of written the first draft, so but I can be adding in a few bits of details and things that I've learnt on that trip into that, and that's I won't talk about that here because this is all about A Day of Reckoning coming out just next week on the 28th. But yeah, watch this space, and I'll give you some more information about the new book after this one in a future video. So thanks very much to everyone. If you want to know, more behind the scenes stuff and get more advanced notice of things, then you can join my patrons on Patreon. You can find the link on MatthewHuffy.com or in the description of this as well, this video. Thanks to all the patrons, as always, for their support. And a couple of patrons are actually mentioned in here by name in the author's note. That's just one of the perks that you can get in the from Patreon, depending on the acknowledgements, not the author's note. Sorry. So that's one of the things. So yeah, we've got John McAfee and Mary Faulkner, Emma Stone. Extra special thanks to them for their patronage. So that's one of the perks that you can get, is to get mentioned. You can get early copies of the books. You can get to read stuff that's unreleased and things like that. So have a look if you're interested. But thank you to everybody and anybody who's read my books and has left reviews and who's pre-ordered the books. It's all much appreciated. So thanks very much, and have a great day. And I hope you enjoy A Day of Reckoning. I'll show it one more time. Thank you.